just on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of this nightmare. But when I stopped to see through sight, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone
Alright, welcome race fans. We're live, Charlotte Motor Speedway, my backyard here, and I tell you, not far from the track here, Charlotte. Gonna be a good one here under the lights for the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice tonight. Got a very special one here. As always, I'm Joe White up here in the booth. I appreciate everybody, and I got Don Runkle up here with me. Don, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing, Joe?
Man, they're doing awesome, and I tell you what, these guys out here are about to put on a good show. We're in the middle of qualifying right now, and just got some special things here. Got some guys out here that, it's military time, so to speak. A lot of guys that are service and whatnot that we're going to kind of put on display here tonight as the Mission22 here. So let's with that said, folks, I want to welcome everybody, but I want to make sure these guys have got their qualifying time in already. And let's see who the first one out there. Everybody got theirs in. I think we've got a couple guys in active duty or retired service here that race in the Sim500. Doug Roth, Eric Arnold, and Jonathan Cadell, all three of them there. So we want to bring them up here, let them get a talk in, but I want to make sure that they do got their qualifying time in. Looks like, I think they all have, haven't they there, Don?
I was trying to find that out myself.
Jonathan doesn't.
So, Jonathan doesn't yet.
Yeah, okay.
He is qualifying, so maybe guys sometimes choose not to.
That's true. Well, I'll tell you what, let's bring up Doug Roth here for the first time and see what, we're going to talk in with him. Doug Roth, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Yep, sure do, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. I tell you what, we're here at a special race here in the lights, Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice. Mission22 here, and I'm gonna have Joey Katina come up here in a few, just tell us a little bit about that. But I hear that you're a retired serviceman yourself. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, not retired, but I did 8 years. I'm a veteran. I was in from 1992 to 2000 as a cryptological technician, technical. Made second class, which was as high as I could go, and actually still work in the same field today as a civilian contractor for the defense, Department of Defense as a civilian contractor. Been doing it now for I guess 18 years since I've gotten out. So I've been in the same type of career for many, many years. I enjoy doing it.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I tell you what, so there you go, Don. Don't make him mad. He's in a defense. He'll blow your house up. Hey, but it's good to see the servicemen out here. We're doing a special race here tonight for Mission22, and that is awesome. What you think you got a car for tonight?
You know, it hasn't been the season we've wanted for sure. I mean, over the course of the season, we've been in position to do really well and to win. We were on a real bad streak for about 3 or 4 races in a row, where we got wrecked out literally on the last lap. But you know, we have a car that can compete. You know, even tonight, I think we have a decent shot. But you know what? Anything's possible. So we'll see how it goes. But you know what? This team doesn't any quit, and we're going to keep on doing the best we can, and hopefully turn this thing around.
Alrighty. Well, good luck out there, Doug.
Thank you so much, Joe. Appreciate it.
All right, that's Doug Roth right there. Let's see if we can bring up old Eric Arnold right fast here. Get a talk in with him. Eric Arnold, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, I'll tell you what, Eric, you know, tonight running a little special race here, Mission22, and we hear that you're either, you know, I think you're active duty in the service or whatnot, and tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I'm actually a veteran now, but I did 6 years, and I was on submarines, and definitely learned a lot from it, a lot of skills, a tough life, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, no doubt, out in the water a lot there, but I mean, and I can't imagine because I haven't done it, but and definitely, man, it's awesome that you've done that, and appreciate everything you are. I mean, is it a career path that you really enjoyed? I mean, you see a lot of things out there. I know a lot of people don't know. I mean, what is it like to be out there in the water like that?
Well, it's really tough mentally. I got on deployment. I got a 40-word email about once every 1 or 2 weeks. So for me, it was really difficult. I couldn't do it. There's some guys who love doing it, and bless them for that. But it wasn't a career thing for me. I took a lot from it, and I'm glad I did it, you know, for patriotism and whatnot. And I feel like I owed something to serve and whatnot. But it was a rewarding experience, very tough, and I took from it what I could.
Hey, no doubt about it. We appreciate that. Well, Eric, I tell you what, good luck out there tonight here at Charlotte. Looks like you got a good car.
Yep, thank you.
All right, I tell you what, that's old Eric Arnold right there. And we'll bring up the last man real quick here. Got about a minute left to qualify. Jonathan Cadell, a lot of people know him. Jonathan Cadell, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Got you loud and clear, sir.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, tonight, Mission22 here's one of the title sponsors for the race here at Charlotte. Tell us a little bit about it. I know you active service there for us. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, I know Mission22 is it's just pretty much a group of guys that got together and they want to raise awareness for veteran suicide, which actually is a bigger problem than a lot of people realize. I know I personally lost a couple of my friends who have moved on from the military service and one way or another just weren't able to handle the life after the military, whether it be due to PTSD or having a difficult time adjusting to living a normal life, honestly. So I'm glad we're able to help these guys out here tonight and hopefully can raise some awareness.
Yeah, no doubt about it, and I definitely appreciate everybody out there. And just real quick before we grid them up here, man, I tell you, I want to appreciate you and all the guys, man, that do serve in the country. And, man, good luck out there tonight.
Appreciate it. Hopefully we can bring it back in one piece, man.
Hey, no doubt about it. There you go. Jonathan Cadell, man, right there is one of the serving. And also my colleague up here, Doug, he's also served in the military. We'll get to it. But, folks, it's gridding time. Let's grid these boys up here tonight as we're getting set here. As that man right there, well, looked like he did quite well putting it on pole here tonight. That would actually be new man out there. Wow, Jeremy Allen putting it on pole along with Nelson Rivera sitting there in second. Guess right, I'm showing him right. Am I showing him right? Is that right?
That's what it looks like to me.
Wow, okay, good deal. I just want to make sure I was paying attention to the interview stuff there. All right, gridding it up here. Got that those two on the front row. Second row there in third place, Malik Ray. We know that guy can run the wheels off of one. Mitch Rollo, Boomtown guy, sitting in fourth place. Fifth place man, Rick McBride. Eric Arnold up in the sixth. Seventh place starting spot, Greg Evans. Starting out in eighth, E.J. O'Rourke. Ninth place, Thomas Lattimore. And round out the top 10, Anthony DeBarro. And I tell you, we look through the rest of this field. 40, has about almost 40 some cars out here, and I tell you, it is a powerhouse of skill on this track tonight.
Yeah, there's a lot of skill in this field tonight, and there's a lot of guys that they chose not to qualify. Maybe they're anticipating some kind of mess up front. You know, faster guys are going to be in the back trying to weed their way up through the field, so we'll have to see how that goes tonight.
Well, you know, two, I'm going to say relatively new guys up front there. Kind of just snuck up on us here and put it out front. Obviously, we know Malik Ray, he can, drive this thing and drive the steering wheel right off of that rig and bring it to the front. He opted to qualify. Maybe he knows something that we don't know. But, again, Charlotte is one of these places. Want to be tight there for a little bit. Can get tight. But it's all depending on how much this race plays out. But, man, what a field here of cars each and every week, the Sim500. I mean, they have no slow in getting a full field out here machine.
Nah, this field is stacked tonight. You got points leader Chad Cole starting 11th. Nick Cohan, he's leading the season so far with wins, 3 wins this season. He's starting 18th. He's a fast car, so we'll have to see him going up through this field too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'm gonna turn your mic up so you talk low.
Is that better? Is that working better?
Yeah, I'm gonna still crank you up a little bit here because you're way down in my thing. I want everybody to be able to hear old Don out there now.
Okay. How's that?
That's a little better. Yeah, I gotta put you up in the yellow part here, man. That's what I want you up into. Let me know how out there in the chat. Yeah, let me know out in the chat how he sounds out there, folks, and all. And I'll test on my phone here as we get set here to go. Green flag racing here tonight as these boys, man, are about to do what they do best up front, race hard, get set to go here. As pace cars off, Green flag's about to fly on it here at Charlotte. So here we go. As they rumble to the start of this one, they head off into turn 1 here. The 02 machine out front, he gets a good jump on the field, and rightfully so because he's the leader there. He gets a run, but look at these guys already in the back, side by side.
Yeah, I think there's going to be multi-grooves as this race goes on. Right now, guys are just trying to get sorted out and trying to find their lane and see where they can go.
No doubt about it. Right now, these guys, man, are definitely nose to tail. Malik Ray pulling it up there in the second place spot so far. Mitch Rollo, but you got to go back to Rick McBride before you go side-by-side action. And throughout the field here, they're all stacked up right now.
Yeah, they're all stacked up back there. A lot of guys on fresh tires are going to try to use that low line, take advantage of some passing, because later on in the run, it's going to be really hard to pass.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Guys, man, are gearing it up here, and you're right. Up front still, though, Jeremy. Don't know much about that guy. Kind of snuck up in here. We'll see Allen. Well, right now he's an alien out front, and he's leading this one here at Charlotte with the Mission 22 here, presented by Transervice and the Sim500 League, as all 40 machines of these guys are rumbling around this place. Isn't it awesome? Anthony DeBarro, we're used to seeing that guy up front. He's back in 9th, and they're 3 wide back there.
Looked like somebody slowed up on the high side. I was trying to figure out who that was. Kind of checked some guys up there, and they just had to maneuver their way through there.
No doubt about it. See what we got going on here, and I'm going to check this sound right there. Sound good to me. It was awful quiet during that time right there.
Is it sounding better now? Am I loud and clear for you?
How that goes, everybody sounding good. Well, some hard racing happening right here around about the 8th and 9th place spot out here is that 05 machine. Now, another thing, we're going to try to get a rundown order here tonight with these cars because really, Don, I'm going to tell you, there are some beautiful looking paint jobs out here tonight in Charlotte.
A lot of guys tonight, since we're kind of celebrating Memorial Day a little bit early, since it's on Monday, and we also got Mission 22 on board tonight. A lot of guys chose to, show their appreciation for that, for the vets and for Mission 22, and a lot of these guys have the Mission 22 logo on their cars. They're running that tonight, and they're running red, white, and blue patriotic schemes of their own, and you know, there's some really good-looking paint schemes out there tonight.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right there you go. You know, well said. As these guys, man, have definitely got some very fine paint jobs out there. So we'll definitely get a rundown of these guys as it goes. But right now, the racing is fierce. As Jeremy Allen out front, we're gonna have to definitely get a update on who that guy is. Actually, what team is he in here right now? I say he's fairly new.
I was going through trying to find it out in TeamSpeak. Usually the guys are in TeamSpeak and they're in their own team in here. And actually, I don't see him in here, so I don't see him in any team affiliation. And I have no information on him, actually.
Okay, well, we'll just say lone gun out here. How's that? Right now, Anthony DeBarro is in a battle with E.J. O'Rourke as they go side by side. Really one of the best battles there. You got Chad Cole. We know they would call him kind of one of the consistent drivers out here. What's up, Oliver? How you doing out there? John, Tim, everybody? As these guys are already trying to mix it up 3 wide. A little split out so far here throughout the field. That's what we're going to see if we get a good long green flag run going here.
Yeah, if we get a long green flag run going, which it looks like it might, I don't want to jinx anything, but you know, if it gets that way, these guys are probably going to start drifting up to the high side, maybe trying to find some grip up there, but it's definitely the longer the run goes, the harder it is going to be for these guys to pass each other.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you what, hey, let me know how it sounds, looks out there to you guys and gals, and if your pet's watching too, that's awesome. You know, hey, we understand that they enjoy maybe the rumble of the motors. You got a dog, Don?
Yeah, actually I do. I got a dog and a cat.
That's a combination right there.
My cat beats my dog up on a daily basis.
Good deal. Well, Don sounds like he's about half asleep. I think he had a rough day at work. That's all right. We're going to cheer him up with this awesome racing because these guys are doing a fantastic job out here. And everybody knows, man, I get fired up every time I turn the mic on out here just to watch this. I'm just trying to go through this field a little bit here because, I mean, I just can't say enough about some of the paint jobs out here right now. And everybody's kind of single file. Jeremy out front there leading the way for about 2/10 over Malik Ray, which is, you know, again, hey, I don't know much about this Allen guy. Came out of nowhere, but boy, right now, anybody that can come up here and hold off the main man here, Malik Ray, well, I'll tell you what, they definitely, man, know how to push that pedal.
Yeah, he's a dark horse. He's come out of nowhere. I was actually trying to look through some stats to see if he's got any more starts this season. I don't think he has. He's just running away with it. Oh, it looks like we have a caution on the track.
Caution on the speedway. Only car I see out right now is Brian Boris Cook, and I don't know if that would have been him or not, but let's go back and see. I don't think that was on him, but go back here on the replay here and see if I see anybody spin out throughout the field. Sometimes just catch him here on the back end. Yeah, that's who I'm on right now. I'm going to see. I kind of went back a little bit a couple times there, so we're still watching this replay here. Well, he's slowing down, so I don't see him. Let's see, he's slowing down right now, so it's got to be in front of him. If he passes somebody. Folks, we're trying.
Oh, wait, I might see who it is.
All right.
It looks like somebody slowed down right in front of him. I'm trying to figure out if that caused the yellow.
Yes, yeah, because I'm not seeing anybody spinning. That's kind of weird. Oh, wait a minute. Joe Hudson.
There you go. Yep.
Joe Hudson went. Yep, there it is. Found it. Found it, folks. Knew if we looked hard enough, we'd find it. Go back here on this replay just to kind of see what happened. I saw him out there spinning a little bit, but 42 there, Joe Hudson. Unfortunately, because, man, oh, yeah, he just came through the tri-oval heading into turn one, and that thing just got out from under him. And luckily did not hit anything. That's why I was taking it so hard, because he actually just slid and spun and went going again there. So awesome. Everybody's on pit road, 4 tires and fuel, and look at that race, 3 wide off of pit road.
Yeah, it looks like Jeremy, did he win? Yeah, it looks like he might have won the battle off pit road there, right behind, right in front of Malik.
No doubt about it. Oh, we'll get all to that stuff, Tim. It's a little early right now. We're at lap 14. Huh? We got about 100 some left to go. We'll definitely get through some things. But you're right. 76 winning it off pit road. 02 there. Actually, I'm showing 76. He's still out. But your off pit road battle would be the 02 of Jeremy. Malik Ray right behind him. The 1 there. Malik Ray, the 1. And then actually Mitch Rollo beating Malik Ray out. That's what it's showing. And Rick McBride. And then Anthony DeBarro moving it up a little bit. So Mitch Rollo having a awesome pit stop there in himself.
Well, I'm also seeing Rick Thompson there started 27th place, and I'm showing him in 4th right, or he's dropping down. I guess he probably stayed out, then pitted. Yeah,
just looking to maybe try to get a few, some points and whatnot. Kind of get ahead of the game a little bit here. So, man, I wish we could, somebody out there in the chat, hey, tell that Jeremy guy, jump up here in the team speak. We want to get a talk with him. We definitely. What's up, Ghost? How you doing? Actually says.
I do see him up in the lobby, but his mic is muted. Maybe I can jump up there and get his attention.
Yeah, I wonder if a poke would get him or not. Actually, you're right. I did see him up there. Well, Don's running up there. See if we can smack him around a little bit. Yeah, Tim out there in the chat, he gets excited. We have to calm him down a little bit. He'll be all right, though. Well, it's good here. We're under the lights here tonight, folks, man, tonight for a very special race here. Mission 22, the 220 here tonight. 147 laps will be complete under the lights here tonight. Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice. And these gentlemen will run the caution here for the first time here tonight. Actually, yeah, you're right, packed house here, Charlotte. I tell you what, just had the All-Star race here in Charlotte. Like I say, Charlotte's in my backyard. I'm up here in Lexington, NC, so I'm not too far away from this track. But that's where they're at here next week. And was you able to get a hold of him, Don?
Nope, no luck. It looks like he's just up in the lobby. I'm not really sure. It looks like he has microphone muted, so he's probably just concentrating on the race. He's doing pretty good so far.
Well, we'll let him keep concentrating. Maybe he'll hear us throughout the broadcast or something, or somebody will get him a relay message through iRacing chat. But I tell you what, right now these guys are about to line it back up here and get set to go green flag racing. And I tell you, it's going to be an awesome sight to watch all 40 of these machines crank here, because we only got one car out. Unfortunately, Brian Boris Cook out of this one so far here tonight. Hate to see that, as it officially is retired here, so that puts us at still 39 machines up here about to rumble on the start here as they come into turn 3. And that pace car lights are off, and that man Jeremy Allen out front with Mitch Rollo of the Boomtown guys, and you got Malik Ray there behind him and Rick McBride. They're all about to set here to get ready to hammer through the gears as the pace car's out of turn 4. Drops off on pit road, and that man and Allen up front in the O2 machine. Here we go, and he wastes no time as the green flag flies here. They'll complete lap 16 into 17 of 147, and right now Malik Ray has his hands all full with Mitch Rollo.
Yeah, they're right now they're racing side by side. A few of those guys in the back. I was actually looking a little bit further back because like there's a slight checkup on that restart, and a couple of guys kind of got caught up. I was looking at Chad Cole battle side by side back there.
Oh yeah, right here for 4th, 5th, and 6th place spot. Nelson Rivera, Anthony DeBarro, Rick McBride. They're all side by side right there, 2 by 2. Chad Cole's into the mix, and the 5 machine, or the 3 machine, Greg Evans. So you got a lot of guys that we know week in and week out come flying up there. Hey, what's up, Kurt? How you doing out there? Man, I appreciate everybody getting in here. And Kurt and that, oh, the ghost. I got you, John.
Yeah, you were talking about good-looking paint schemes. That number 3 of Greg Evans, I Can't Design. He painted that car. I know I saw it on Facebook before the race or whatever. That's a special scheme for tonight.
A lot of these guys got him. It definitely looks very good out there. That's Greg Evans. Right now he's in the 10th place spot, battling it out a little bit. He's going to go 3 wide. He's going to splice it in the middle here and see if he can't get it to stick. Had to think twice about it and jump in behind E.J. O'Rourke there. Wow, I'll tell you what, that is some skill and nerves along with it. Don, is that some moves you're going to put out there on the track?
I don't have the nerves to do that. That's all Greg right there. That's he's trying to get that win. He's been the last couple of weeks. He's really been in position to try to get that win, and he's not been able to get it done.
Well, here's the thing about it. If you did a move like that, you'd definitely scare that pickle off the side of your truck.
Yeah, definitely. That pickle would be freaked out.
And folks, if you don't know what it is, tune in on Wednesday nights at Sim500 presented by SimSpeedShop.com, which, again, talking about SimSpeedShop.com, title sponsor here at OSR Network. But they sponsor the race series here on the Wednesday night for the trucks. You can see Don Runkle out there and his pickle machine running around with the Rick and Morty on the side.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks. Yeah, I got that. I haven't had too much luck lately, but yeah, she's running out there. We're still battling.
Hey, no doubt about it. You got to keep it going there a little bit, man. You got to keep the faith.
That's right. That's right. Right now, Jeremy, man, he's walking away with this race, but you know Malik is right there, able to make the move if Jeremy messes up. But Jeremy's been flawless so far.
Absolutely, he definitely is. He got about a 10.5 second over Malik Ray. Malik right there on his back end will ride along with Jose Gonzalez, who's back here in the 15th place spot. But you're right, Jeremy Allen. He's been able to hold off on Malik Ray up there, and that's the thing about it. This race so far seems like it might be one of these hard-to-pass style races.
Well, it's hard to pass here, period. The best opportunity for these guys to pass is when they have the fresh tires and they can dive it down on the inside lane. When the more the tires get worn, the more these cars are going to push, so that inside lane is going to be harder to make that pass and dive underneath.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Right now, you can compare the two right here. Last lap of 29.5 to a 29.6 of Malik Ray. So right now, Jeremy Allen definitely has that advantage over Malik Ray as they coming out here to complete this lap 23 and the lap 24 of 147. So good race up front so far.
Yeah, I'm watching this battle right now with E.J. O'Rourke, Chad Cole, Greg Evans. These three have been battling the last probably 3 or 4 laps, pretty much since the restart, and they're just going side by side, sometimes making it 3 wide. There's some moves going on between those three right now.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. The 3 Greg Evan dives it on the inside. Here comes E.J. O'Rourke. He's going to move up there. They'll go door to door in a drag race to the line. Almost touch fenders there for a few. But here comes old Nestle quick, though, behind them. Thomas Lattimore in the 38 machine.
Yeah, Greg making that inside move there. He sometimes loses a little momentum when he brings the car back up to the outside if he can't bring it all the way out to the wall. And that let Thomas catch up just a little bit. He's getting him. He's right up to his bumper now.
Man, yeah, it is, and these guys are definitely battling hard. Here comes the 15, Stefan Marinac. He's in the mix, too. Jose Gonzalez, call him Speedy Gonzalez. He's going to move it up in there. As we go on further back here in the back, Casey Duncan got a nice-looking machine out there tonight. Now, I'm just going to cross my fingers for that guy that he actually finished his race. Already got a little bit of damage, though he's already mashed the donut machine up a little bit, but seems like every time I turn around, poor guy just get messed up into stuff.
Yeah, that's another paint job that I got to check before the race started. He posted a picture of that on Facebook, and yeah, that old Dunkin' Donuts machine there, red, white, and blue paint scheme. He just hasn't been able to have the luck the last few weeks, so hopefully it'll turn around for him tonight.
Absolutely. Definitely good run so far out here as these guys, man, are putting on a very, very good show. As you got to look, we're at lap number 27 in the books here, 147 here tonight. And so far, just kind of looking out through the backfield here. As you got Brian Wortman. It's a nice looking paint job he's got. That number 89 back there. He's got the red, white, and blue flying.
Yeah, I see Brian's car right now. Yeah, red, white, and blue on that car. Looks like a whole flag draped across that car. It's a really good looking car.
No doubt about it. Just Timothy Johnson, hate to see him way back here off the pace, back in the 54 machine, and Joe Hudson himself caught up in a little incident earlier on, along with Justin Fuller back here in the backside. So just looking back here, Joey Katina, another one. He's got that Mission22 machine. It's another one that looks very good out here.
Yeah, you read my mind. I was actually just looking at that car a minute ago. That's a really nice looking car. He's got that Mission22 banner on the side of the car, and yeah, I think that's another one that he put on Facebook just before the race started, so I got a view of that one too. I was able to see a lot of these cars before the race started.
Absolutely, and you're right, Jackson, out there. We're trying to find out who this 02 cat is up here. Jeremy Allen, because you're right, he came to race. He came out here to prove something tonight here in the Sim500. And right now, hey, by knowing who Malik Ray is and Mitch Rollo and a lot of these guys out here, so far, well, he's definitely proven that he's got a very fast machine and knows how to get around this track.
Well, he's definitely making a statement tonight. I mean, these guys are all probably trying to figure out the same thing we're trying to figure out. They're like, who is this guy? Where did he come from? How is he, he's just walking away with it. And right now, he's got almost a half-second lead on Malik. He's just powering through this race. He's making it his own. He's setting the pace, and he's getting it done.
Let me ask you a question. Notice something here, because they're actually doing something that I never thought I'd see at the Charlotte track. Maybe it's just the build here. But, man, they are awful high on the top end of that track. Usually, I notice here at Charlotte, you maybe take the middle groove, but these guys are almost up there on the wall.
Well, last night I raced in the Xfinity series here at Sim500, the Hitman Racewear series, and a lot of guys were doing the same thing last night. As their tires got worn, they were finding that low line. You just can't. You don't have the grip. You just can't get around the track fast down there. So the fast line is going to be around the high side, keeping the momentum going when you're coming out of the corners. But at the same time, you got to be careful. It can sometimes bite you, and you'll actually see some of these guys. Turn 4 can get you really tight, or kind of it's like a pushy loose kind of situation at turn 4. So some of these guys will actually bring the car down to the middle off of turn 4, not as close to the wall as they are in turn 2.
And that's true. I've always known Charlotte after a while to just get very, very tight, and you get up there, but man, never have I seen them get that close to the wall. So kind of interesting to see here. So kind of flirting with danger is what I kind of say. It's risk versus reward when you get that close to the wall, and that car might push a little bit. Next thing you know, that wall will jump out there and bite you.
Well, the thing that's scary about it also is that if you're right up behind a car, you're right on his bumper, and you're coming through the corner, and he barely scrapes that wall, your visibility is really low. You're right behind him. All you're seeing is that spoiler and his bumper. So if he scrapes that wall, you're kind of just following his line. So he might scrape that wall, slow down, and next thing you know, you're right into the back of that guy.
You know what? We saw that last week, too. We spoke about that. Saw some guys riding up there against the wall, and the next thing you know, they get in the wall. They just know where they can go. You're right. You kind of get fixated on that spoiler in the back end of those cars, and the next thing you know, you'll follow that guy right there into the grandstand if you don't watch it.
Yeah, because just like I said, the lack of visibility, and you're just running your line. You're thinking the guy ahead of you, okay, no problem, and just scrapes that wall, and you're in it.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, right now, Jeremy, he is pulling away from Malik Ray. Got a half-second lead. So we're going to call this guy the alien out there right now. So Jeremy Allen, he is definitely doing a fantastic job. Has led this thing from the get-go so far with Malik Ray in tow. As we're watching some of these guys back here, Corbin Hemstreet, he's back in the 16th place spot. And John Marine out there in the chat said he read up a little bit on Mission22, and you're right, it's definitely a good organization. Want to appreciate these guys coming on board, and appreciate all the veterans out there. And I know, Don, you served some too.
Yeah, I was in the Navy for a few years. I didn't go anywhere special or do anything special. It was just basically a 9-to-5 job for me. So, that's a good cause. Mission22.com. You can get all the information that you need about the charity. You know, they're there to raise awareness and basically find support for maybe soldiers that are suffering from post-traumatic stress. You know, like Jonathan Goodell was saying earlier before the race, you know, guys are just trying to find their way back into the regular life after they've either gotten out of the military and just, you know, maybe gone through some rough stuff, you know, and that's what Mission 22 is for. It's to basically find help for these guys, and their goal is to, you know, end veteran suicide in America. That's a great cause I think we can all get behind.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Definitely agree with you on that one. So, and nothing no better for these guys to get out here therapeutic-wise is do some racing here on iRacing. So right now we're lap 38 of 147. And we've only had one caution here so far tonight. Been a very good, clean race out here with all 39 drivers still in here. We had 40 of them complete. Actually got 38 riding. Looks like Justin Fuller's retired for tonight, along with Brian Boris Cook. Hate to see those two out of the race here. But when do you think maybe the pit window is? We're in 25 laps so far, Don.
You know, I think last night it was somewhere around, I want to say somewhere around lap 34, 35, maybe a little bit further than that. Right now, I'm actually watching the race with Malik Ray. I'm thinking Malik might have burned his stuff up trying to catch Jeremy, because right now he's about to get eaten up by Mitch Rollo, Anthony DeBarro, and Rhett McBride.
Yeah, seeing this battle up here, and that's another one, that 5 machine. Well, we know Anthony knows how to drive, and he's usually up there week in and week out and looking good. Right now he's looking on the inside of Mitch Rollo. He's going to try to see if he can't sneak in there and take that spot away. But you're right, Malik Ray up here, he is in trouble. Something we're not used to seeing week in and week out. We're used to seeing him come through the field like gangbusters, but tonight it's all about the new guy, the newcomer out here, Jeremy Allen, putting it out here in the 02 machine. He came out here to say, fellas, I'm going to prove a point and, like you said, make a statement.
He's making a statement right now. He's almost got a second lead on the second place car. He got the pole. He's leading the race. I think he's led every lap, except maybe under yellow. He might not have led a lap, but he's absolutely dominating and pacing this race. He's absolutely killing it tonight.
And I definitely don't want to give it to him yet, because we have seen this card play out many times. A movie play like this, Anthony DeBarro and several others out there get up there and dominate the race and don't end up winning it. We've even seen Malik Ray do that at some times. So definitely it's very early on in here. We're only at lap 42 of 147. So as good as he is at this point, now he does have a bad, fast silver bullet. Net number 5, Anthony, coming up through the field in a hurry. So maybe he might have some competition coming up through here. Maybe something that the Boomtown guys might say, look, I'm going to have to recruit this guy.
Maybe if he's a dark horse, there might be a few guys looking out there to try to put him in their stable. And like you said, I think Anthony Barrow, I actually think he's faster than Malik. I think he's kind of just picking his point to pass Malik, because I honestly think he's going to be faster. And he's going inside right now, and like I said, he just went right by him.
No doubt about it. Going back here to 22 with Greg Evans and all them, they got a good battle going on. You got Chad Cole, Eric Arnold, Greg Evans, Nelson Rivera there. Those 4 machines, they're duking it out lap after lap here at Charlotte. Well, let us know out there in the chat, man, what y'all think. How's the race going? How you liking everything? I think we got a couple viewers out there from the Mission 22 watching and tuning in. Hey, say hi. We'll say hi back. If you knew how to get on the team speak, we'd bring you up here and let you talk up a cool breeze.
Yeah, totally, definitely. And now, thank you, Jackson. I do appreciate that there in the chat. Thanks very much for that. Yeah, and Jeremy, I can't believe the pace that he's setting, because I'm watching all of these guys through the field. You know, I mean, Chad Cole, he's running 6th right now. He's always Mr. Dependable. He's usually there at the end. And like you said, it's an early race, so he's probably just biting his time right now. But, you know, Nick Cohan, Thomas George, those guys are slowly, methodically making their way through the field. Thomas George, Steel Horse Racing, he started 25th and he's 11th. Nick Cohan, Dizzy Motorsports, he's started 18th and he's in 10th. So they're slowly picking their way through the field. And I think pit stops are going to be coming up here soon, so we'll have to make sure, you know, one bad pit stop for Jeremy, and that could be it. So we'll have to see what happens. And
you're right. Right now, the fastest cat on the track right now actually is Anthony DeBarro. He ran a 31.155 his last lap to a 31.3 of Jeremy. So he is running him down here in the long run. The problem with that is, and you know and I know here, Don, is he's doing it at the end of the run by the time we're actually going to get set here to go in the green flag stop. So that plays into the hand of Jeremy if he can hold him off that long. So Anthony's going to have to figure out how to be fast throughout the whole entire run.
Well, like I said, Jeremy, you know, he's got to hit his marks on pit road, you know, slide through that pit stall just a little bit, have to back it up. You can lose so many spots on pit road by making such a small mistake.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what, these guys, we're about 33 laps in here to a good run, so we should start seeing some green flag. What's up, David Wood? How you doing out there? Along with, you know, everybody else, man, that's tuning in. We know John Marine, he definitely loves giving the commentating out in the chat, so he's the accountant here at OSR Network, which I think he's lost track on the sub count here lately. I'll test him here in a minute to see if he remembers.
Yeah, I'm trying to look through this field here, and I'm just trying to find out, let's see. We got 29 cars in the lead lap. I'm just kind of really surprised that some of the guys that I assumed would be up front just seem to be not making their way up toward the front as quick as I thought they would. I mean, Jeremy is just the pace he's setting is unbelievable.
Absolutely. We have a couple guys that already made their green flag stop. E.J. O'Rourke, Jose Gonzalez, just to name a few right there. And see that number 9 Coors machine out there. Bobby Wetzel always liked that machine, the Bill Elliott throwback. But was back here watching Jonathan Cadell. We talked with him a little bit earlier. Back in the 16th place spot. Kind of joked a little bit before the race. And we said, we're finally going to get to talk to Jonathan because, man, we can't get that guy up front for some reason.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best of luck lately. He's really been trying to get up there. I think he's, you know, he's hungry for a win. He wants to get it too. He's trying, you know, he's trying to take that. I think he's got Mission 22 on the hood there, Steel Horse Racing. Yep. He's trying to make his way up front there, and they got some guys with fresher tires that are just going by him right now. He's just staying to the high side. He doesn't get out of the way.
Oh yeah, man, loves his beer and loves sitting there racing, man, in his rig. Watched him on Twitch channel there. You check him out, Steel Horse Racing TV on Twitch. Definitely some good times, man, if you like sitting there watching and whatnot. So good guy. Glad to see him, man, in the active service like he is. And, you know, here tonight being with the Mission 22 statement that we're bringing here for the Mission 22 220 here at Charlotte Motor Speedway under the lights. A Sim500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice. A good race so far. We've had only one caution out here. 40 machines started it. We only got 3 of them out of it. Nick Solomon, Justin Fuller, Brian Boris Cook. All have retired out of it so far here tonight. So it's going to leave us with about, if my math is right, maybe 37 machines out there.
Yeah, still a full field, and like you said, still a lot of racing left to go. I'm looking at somebody we haven't mentioned tonight, Corbin Him Street. Is that Boomtown guy? I believe it is. Yeah, Boomtown. He started 13th. He dropped back. I mean, he started 16th, and he's up to 13th. You know, he's just slowly making his way there, staying in the top 15, so he has a chance to, you know, maybe be there at the end and catch a top 10 or maybe even better.
Absolutely, battle for the lead. Check this out. Anthony DeBarro has run down Jeremy Allen, and he looks to the inside. He was fast all along, but here's the thing. Sitting on 39 lap old tires, going to the inside. Well, we saw Jeremy wiggle coming off the turn high. That's just how slick these machines are going to get here with the older set of tires. I just don't know if that inside groove is good enough. He's going to have to get a run. If he can scoot up high here, he's going to take the lead.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to take the lead. I don't know if Jeremy might have backed out just a little bit, but I'm not sure. But Jeremy's going back on the inside. He doesn't want to give it up. He wants that lead back.
Yes, he does. Crossover move the 0-2. Battle here up front. These two cats are going at it. And I have to say, between Allen right now, he's been up front all night long. He knows what that machine will do on 40-lap tires. Surprised they're able to go this long. So Anthony knows what his car will do on a long set. Now Jeremy knows what his will do on a long set.
Well, the test here is the unknown. A lot of these guys don't know this guy. They probably haven't raced with him. So he's up front. They're going to be racing side by side with him now. There's that trust factor that you've never raced with a guy before. So how close can you get with him? How much can you race with him? You know, there's that factor going through a lot of these guys' heads too.
No doubt. And right now he's doing a fantastic job. And that's another thing. Even though he came out here and he's been dominating so far, you've got to build that trust. You're right. Definitely something you've got to build through guys. Anthony's been here week in and week out. Malik and him's been here week in and week out. So right now with that pass and him being able to run side by side, has definitely stand up. But you can already see his car already getting very wiggly. That tells me right now that they're getting to the limit on those tires. Now Anthony's staying low. He's taking the low line. Well, Jeremy's taking that very, very high line.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if these guys are kind of setting themselves up maybe for pit stops here soon in the next few laps. Oh, we got to change for the lead now again.
Oh, no, that's a lap down car.
Oh, that's a lap down car. My bad. You're right.
And here, actually, E.J. O'Rourke, the 41, yeah, he's got new tires to get back on the lead lap himself.
Yeah, that's another thing. So a lot of these guys have already, some of these guys have already pitted, like you were saying before, and they got fresh tires, so they're going to be flying up through this field. So a lot of those lead lap cars, their maneuverability on the track is a little limited. They can't just make those quick moves. So a lot of these lap cars have to be aware that, hey, we're faster. We got to watch out for the lead cars. Oh
yeah, no doubt about it. Malik Ray's the one who has actually dropped off the pace here a lot. Kind of surprising there, but I'm going to tell you, for an older set of tires here, those two guys up front, they're still battling it out. Mitch Rollo, he's hanging off on in the third place spot very well. Rick McBride right there in fifth. Chad Cole, well, he's just dead on consistent week in and week out. Definitely got to love it out there. And hey, Jackson, how you doing? I tell you what, that's a good race so far. These guys are just spread out because, well, we've been here for 45 laps so far, Don. I just, how long can they go?
I really don't know when they're going to be able. I would think. Oh, we got 3 wide with a lap car behind Nick Cohan. I was just looking at Nick Cohan. He started 18th. He's in 8th place, and he's slowly working his way up. You know, we got into the top 10 finally, and it seemed like he's been battling that car a little bit tonight. He's usually a lot quicker than that. And oh, he's coming in the pits.
Coming into pits, going to give it up at about 45, 46 laps. I got a feeling these top guys are eventually going to have to start coming into pits here. We got a lot of guys coming into the, starting to come into the pits, but they're out there for 46 laps. Can they go 50-some laps on this stretch?
You know, I don't know if they can go 50 laps. I don't know if they want to go 50 laps and they want to go as slow as they're going to go on these worn tires as opposed to guys that might pit a few laps earlier. It's hard to tell. Right now, Nick Cohan, like I said, he just pitted, and he's going to be coming out if he's not already out on the track. That might have set the pace for some of the lead lap cars. Sometimes these guys see one guy pit, and they're like, oh, that's it. Now we're all going to start pitting.
No doubt about it. Well, I'll tell you what, right now, good run so far for everybody out here. Watching Michael Prister right here. He's in that 64 machine. He's around Sean Bounty and Chris Jaboo. He's right there in the 15th place spot. As always, it's a good one so far, and that's just basically everybody is, looks like Jeremy Allen, he's on pit road. He brought a bunch of them down with him, so there's your front runners now. About 47 laps, 48 laps. Anthony DeBarro's still out there, though.
Yeah, he's trying to stretch that field a little bit. Maybe he's trying to get an extra lap or two before he pits. Maybe he saw those guys pit in his rearview mirror and decided not to, but to see how that rounds out for him, because I got to imagine got to be close to wanting to pit soon, either because of fuel or tires.
And with this said, I mean, you know, with it looking like it is right now, with him being able to go, if he goes 50 laps, I got a feeling his strategy is one more stop after this.
I would have to think that because, yeah, 50 laps would be stretching it, and then he would be good to the end, I would imagine.
Absolutely. As you're looking at it right now, they're looking at to 100 laps. It's gonna, so that would be the magic number, but at least to a 100 lap 100, and that's right now they're about 40 some laps away. So yeah, one more pit stop on it right here. Is most of your top runners have went now 50 laps on a set of tires. We've had a good long green flag run here. Anthony DeBarro out front. Just a normal name right there. Out there in that number 5. He drove it to the front here. Actually, he started back in 10th. Came up to the field, and he's led 10 laps so far. Looking good, that number 5.
Yeah, he's looking really good right now. Like you said, he's just, you know, got up to the front, setting his own pace right now. He's got a really good lead on second on Mitch. So he can just do his thing right now. He's kind of running that low line, which on Warden tires, I'm kind of surprised, but he's getting it done. He's making it fast. He's able to keep up front, so it's working for him.
So far, so good. As Malik Ray, another one going to be coming down here on pit road. He's going to give it up here. So that's going to leave only about 9 or so guys out there that have yet to pit. It'll be interesting to see when they actually do come down on pit road, because now they're in like 52, 51 laps.
Yeah, now they're in unknown territory. Now they're really, really stretching it. And, you know, a caution right now would really, really mix this field up, because, like you said, I think we got like 12, 13 cars in the lead lap right now just because of the way the pit stops are going. The way I'm looking at it right now is I think Thomas Lattimore might be the lucky dog, and he's in 14th. Yep.
Actually, 12th. He's actually sitting in 12th, and actually Jeremy Allen. Well, Thomas. Let's just go right here for a second. Thomas Lattimore.
So fast.
Yeah, Thomas actually right now is on the tail end of the lead lap. Jeremy Allen is actually in 13th as of right now. Is what I'm showing, anyways.
Yeah, right.
Is actually would get it there, but man, I'm gonna tell you, that's wow. Well, and as I say that, never mind, Jeremy Allen goes by the leader. So he's on the tail end. So this right here brings the question. You know, you're the leader. You know, you just saw that guy just go blowing by you. It's going to be inevitable that when everybody kind of cycles back around, he's going to come back to the front. When does Anthony come in? I mean,
that's
you know,
the question. That's what I was saying. You get to the point where your car is so slow. These lap cars are just going by you so fast. And then it comes to a point where, hey, they're going to be on the lead lap behind you for position. You have to do something.
Absolutely, because at this point right now, once Anthony does come down or those top guys come into pit road, it's going to cycle back to Jeremy being up front right now because he's already on the lead lap. So interesting to see what kind of strategy here. He's been out there for 55, but he's not alone. He's got Mitch Rollo still behind him. Corbin Hemstreet with their teammates right there. Scott Stencil, hey, there's another one out there. He's sitting in fourth. James Pescarella, Sean Bowney, Jimmy North. All of those top 7 guys have been out there for 55 laps right now. And then you've got E.J. O'Rourke out there for 24, sitting in 8th, and Jose Gonzalez, 25 for 9th, and sitting in 9th place. So really unusual pit strategies right now.
I'm trying to figure out if Chad Cole has pitted yet. I'm not sure that he has. I don't remember if he did. I know Nick Cohan definitely has.
He did. He's got 8 laps on him.
Oh, okay. So Chad did pit?
He did. He's been out there. He's right behind Jeremy Allen. Jeremy's been out there for 7, and Chad has been out there for 8.
Okay, so yeah, you got the points leader in second place right there next to each other. They both came out of the pits, and they're both, you know, 11th and 10th right now. Like you said, all those guys in front of them, or most of those guys in front of them, haven't even pitted yet.
And it's just strange. I'm just sitting here. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, one more pit cycle on it. But at this point, you're losing so much time, so much time out there. I mean, unless a caution flew, then how you look like the golden boy.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, is that they're either waiting for a caution or they're just going to run the fuel out and try to stretch the next run even more so as far as tires go. I'm not really sure.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, right now, well, I mean, we do have a few cars out there kind of crinkled on the nose and all. Scott Stenzel's another one out there. James Pescarella. Now, James is coming in here. He's been out there for 57 laps. Still leaves 6 guys out there. So sometimes I just kind of throw my cards up here in the booth and go, wow, and just sit back and watch the show on these pit strategies.
Yeah, like you said, JP, he's coming in right now. He's with Steelhorse Racing. He's getting his 4 tires and feel he went past his pit stall just a little bit, but he got it straightened out. Yeah, I think he was more one of those guys that was trying to take the gamble, try to stay out as long as I possibly can, try to get track position. Maybe a caution can come out, and I can, be able to get track position that way. But he ended up having to pit under green.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what, John Marine out there says he likes the number 51 paint scheme. There you go. Give you a good up-close personal view of what it looks like. That's Nick Timms, Mr. 9 times. I used to call him Nick Thamus out there because I was wondering how in the world his name come up with Timms, but Nick Timms, they call him 9 times out there. So nice looking paint job, like you said.
Yeah, it's a great looking paint job he's got on that car. He's that's another one. Like I said. Oh, what's the uh-oh?
Corbin Hemstreet lost that thing coming on pit road.
Oh, I missed that. Did he get caught speeding?
I don't know if he got caught speeding or not, but he came in there all kind of sideways. And again, you know what that's a cause of? You got to slow down this thing from about 150, 60 some mile an hour, and getting off into pit road definitely is a tough one.
Yeah, I just watched the replay of that. He almost nosed it in the wall and then got it spun around. And looked like he hit the left rear just a bit. Probably got some damage on that car. Probably won't hurt him too bad, except that basically the time penalty he's going to get just for getting on pit road like that.
All right, leaders on pit road getting 4 tires and fuel. What do you make of this stop so late here? Because, boy, he's going to be marred way back in traffic and have to make it all back up. And I understand he's going to be on good tires, but, man, just to give up that kind of track position.
I mean, he's going to be on fresher tires than even those guys that we were talking about have pitted in the last, 10 to 12 to whatever laps. But he still has to weed himself through all those cars. Just because you're faster, you still have to get through them all. And like you said, he's going to be marred back here in traffic. Got to worry about a caution coming out. I don't know. I don't know about this strategy.
Yeah, well, and I've been proven wrong before on strategies, but we'll have to see how it plays off. I mean, he's back here 24th. We'll see how fast he comes through the field. Luckily, he didn't go a lap down. But like we said, Jeremy Allen puts it back out front as it cycles around. Chad Cole, boy, I tell you what, that guy right there, I understand we've got some bad cats out here that are fast, and I always say we got some bad, fast drivers and some bad, fast monster machines about to do some bad, fast things here at Charlotte. But, boy, I tell you, what do you do when you got a guy like Chad Cole that is that consistent?
Well, I'm just thinking this. See, what we were talking about before is staying out too long, having your tires get so worn that you're just so slow. You have to have that balance between when I should pit because I have track position, but I also don't want to be too slow because I'm on worn tires. It looks to me, guys like Chad Cole, Nick Cohan, EJ O'Rourke, Greg Evans, even Malik, they figured out that little sweet spot where our tires are going to be worn enough to be able to pit, not get too far back, come out, and now look where they're at.
Absolutely. And another thing is we talk about Anthony DeBarro there when he's back in 23rd position right now. As of right now, just to give you an idea, he is 24.6 seconds, almost a clear lap behind, maybe about 6 to 7 seconds from going a lap down on the race leader back here. He's in 22nd so far. So if it takes him another 30, let's say 40 laps to get there, those guys are going to be back on their pit strategy. Obviously, it's going to put him in the pit window. He's pretty much almost the second time around forced. I would think, it's just me, I would think that he would be forced to pit with those guys to stay with them, because if he stays on this pit strategy, he's just not going to have enough time to make it up if it goes green.
And what he's up,
never mind.
The caution comes out. Everything that you just said changes right now with
absolutely.
That one caution.
Well, let's see what happened here as going in the back. It did catch a few guys, man, a lap down. Trying to see who might that have been. Might have been Bobby Wetzel. No, not him. You see who it was?
I'm looking right now. I'm trying to figure out who it was. I don't know who that was. I hate when there's only one car that does it. I can never find out who it is.
Yeah, I can't find it in time here, but I mean, I'm gonna look. I'm going back here on the replay for you here, folks, just to see, and we're gonna find out who it was who spun out here. I'll get lucky catching here in a minute. Oh, there's been a phantom caution. Well, not sure.
76 of Rick Thompson.
76, all right.
That's what I'm told.
Let's see.
I'm trying to find it now, but I'm not sure.
Let me find him. '76 of Rick Thompson.
That's what I was told, but I'm not sure. I'm looking right now. I'm trying to go back and see.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't know. Mystery.
Yeah, yeah.
Caution.
So, oh, I see what it was. Oh, okay. I see why they said him. He got into the back end. Wow, that threw a caution. He actually got in the back of the 69 of Corbin Hemstreet. Corbin Hemstreet actually just spun. Didn't spin, but he kind of slid and did an awesome slide job. Was able to keep going straight. That's why we get it and see it. But that actually, I'm surprised that brought a caution out. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny. You know, it's funny. I'll be racing in some of these series, and there'll be 5-6 cars that get in a wreck, and iRacing for some reason doesn't bring a caution out, and then the stupidest little bump, and iRacing throws a yellow. It just happens. That's just the way it is.
Absolutely. Well, somebody up there tell that Jeremy Allen guy to turn his mic back on for us. I want to bring him down here. I'm interested to talk with him. That's wow. You know, that guy. Oh, we need to. I hope somebody's listening. Somebody in the iRacing chat.
Private message. I just private message. I just private messaged him in the race, and I told him to turn his mic on and TeamSpeak. I don't want to bug him during the race, but we'll see.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, O'Rourke's up there with him in the lobby, so we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see if he actually pulls him up. Well, in the meantime, we pull up this guy here while we're running the caution. Joey Katina. We didn't get a talk in before the race with him.
Oh, it's a good time.
Yeah, now's a good time to get a word in with him and bring him up here and let him talk a little bit. Joey Katina, Joey at the booth, got a copy?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Much didn't get a chance to talk to you before the race here, but in the caution real quick. And I tell you what, you got that Mission22 machine out there humming. The number 4, how's the track, how's the car?
Well, we're not humming, I don't think. We're trying. That last pit stop was pretty good. You know, with such a long race, there's really no point in pushing. So just trying to understand the car a little bit more. So, you know, I think we're going to be okay. I think we got a chance for a top 15 tonight.
So far, looking good. I know out there. Hey, tell us a little bit. Right now, we're looking at this Jeremy Allen guy, new guy here, just out of nowhere. We see him up there in the chat, but he's got his mic off. We were trying to see if anybody was listening, and maybe over the iRacing chat said, hey, look, maybe turn your mic on in TeamSpeak, because I'd love to get an interview with him, who he is. But, hey, tell us real quick. I know the light's here off on the pace car before we go back. Give us a little thing about this race here tonight from Mission22.
Yeah, last minute deal for us. Just kind of snuck up on us, but obviously we want to thank all of our troops out there with Memorial Day coming up. This is our Coke 600 personal deal with Mission22. I'm a state ambassador leader for them. Check them out, mission22.com. It's a Gold Star Foundation. 89% of the money raised goes back to our vets. Suicide prevention, awareness, PTSD. They're there to help, and you can get in touch with somebody usually within 24 hours. Thanks,
Good
guys.
luck, Joe. All right, tell you what, with that said, pace cars in. We're going green flag racing, and there you go, man. The alien man himself, Allen, out front, gets a good jump with the number 1 there. of Malik Ray in tow behind him, but they're all stacked 2 by 2 by 2. Chad Cole's battling it out, though, for the second place spot.
You know, I'm really, really curious. I want to see what Chad Cole and Nick Cohan and EJ O'Rourke can maybe do with Jeremy now that they all got fresh tires and they're kind of up front. But I don't know. Malik's right there, too, so we'll have to see what happens here.
Malik has struggled. I'm going to tell you, the first time I've seen him kind of snap a little bit here tonight. Not the car that I think he wants here to have at Charlotte, or doesn't have the track figured out. Here, Don, we're used to seeing him just come up through there like a rocket ship. Nick Cohan's looking good, though. What's going on, B, out there? How you doing? Appreciate you coming in here because you came at the right place, right time to watch this race. I think it's caution 2 here tonight, but so far so good here at Charlotte.
Yeah, we've had a really good race here tonight. I think, yeah, it was only 2 cautions. We've had long green flag runs. It's so good to see this. I love long green flag runs at a race like this where we can see fuel mileage. And as I say that, a caution comes out.
Well, trouble back there, and that all started with the 51 of Nick Timms. Not sure who else was involved. I think the 43 machine, obviously. They were side by side. Oh, the 43, just a little bit of contact. Looked like he pushed up the track. He was able to keep going straight. Whoa, somebody else came through there. But mowing the grass, Nick Timms was there a little. He was helping out landscaping, that's all.
Yeah, it looked like a couple of guys had a close call there, but they got away with it. And I think I don't think anybody got too bad damage from it. Didn't look like anybody nose it in the wall or anything.
No, really, really close, though, racing there. Really close on the end. Another guy came up through there, almost clobbered the side of him, but he got through it pretty good.
Yep, and Jeremy's still up front. We'll have to, got another restart. Have to see if these guys eat him up. He's been getting great restarts, though. He really pulls out up front during these starts.
Well, I tell you what, he's in a Ford. That's what it is.
Oh, is that what it is? Well, as a guy that drives a Toyota, I don't know.
Yeah, man, I'm Ford man. I'm Ford man, so I'm kind of biased.
Oh, okay.
But on iRacing probably really doesn't matter. Who knows?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I think on iRacing it's just a logo.
Yeah. Well, surprisingly, wow, he comes into pit road. They'd only been out there for about 5-6 laps. Chad Cole stayed out. Stefan Marinak stayed out, though. What do you take of this pit strategy?
Yeah, I don't know. That's odd to me. I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe I don't see. He didn't get any damage from anything.
Oh, he brought a lot of people with him, though. Malik Ray and a lot of them came with him.
Maybe guys just figure that new tires are just they just figure new tires in a long run. Maybe they still think this is going to be a long run to the end, and they want to have as fresh tires as they possibly can. I'm not. Who knows?
Malik Ray's going to beat him out of pit road. Wow. Look at that. And Malik Ray came out of pit road in front of Jeremy Allen there, but you still got several cars who did not pit. Chad Cole, Stefan Marinak, Jose Gonzalez, Eric Arnold, Rick McBride all stayed out. They're about on 7-lap old tires. Which, did Nick Cohan stay out? Okay.
I think he stayed out, didn't he?
Nope, he came in with them.
You're right. He pitted too.
Yeah, it was 5 guys stayed out there, and Malik Ray's the first one that made it off pit road. Jeremy Allen there behind him, but well, I tell you, so it'll be interesting to see, and I guess now would be the time. Obviously, cautions do breed cautions. Now would be the time to see what an older set of tires would do. Can you hold them off up front? Is track position very important here? Is it hard to pass? We really have seen that. Just going to be interesting to see what will happen here.
So what is it? Chad Cole didn't pit. Stefan didn't. So it was the top 5 that did not pit.
Top 5 did not pit. It was
so
Chad Cole.
Is the first car with fresh tires.
Yes, he is. He beat him off pit road. Beat Jeremy.
I'm curious if any of these guys back there. I was trying to figure out if any of those guys back there might have taken 2 tires, but I think they all took 4, right?
Nick Nelson Rivera took 2. He's the only one I'm showing that's with a 9-second pit stop. He did take 2 there. Everybody else took 4. They're in the 14-15 second pit stop bracket. Excuse me, Thomas Lattimore. He's in a 10 second, so that really puts out that he probably did 2 tires. Unless iRacing just really drilled them things off very quick.
Well, this is interesting. You got the top 5 with, I don't want to say old tires, but not necessarily fresh tires. You got a couple of guys up there in the top 10 that took 2. and everybody else took 4.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see if they can hold them off. Obviously, we've seen this play out before. You know, track position in tracks like this sometimes does pay off more than what tires is. And you're right, Jackson, and it will be interesting to see what Jeremy can do now. We've seen this too, Don. We've seen guys in the past like, you know, Anthony DeBarro, Malik Ray, get out front, dominate races all night long, but once they get into traffic, it's a different ball game. Not as good as what they think coming through the field. So here's the test, truly to see just how fast that 02 is of Jeremy.
Well, clean air and setting the pace is definitely an advantage than having to be behind somebody else and having to worry about where they're going to run and be in the dirty air. So, yeah, we'll have to see if this is the true test for him here.
And like you said before, running around, guys, getting that trust up, too. So it'll be interesting to see. And I'm going to take...
good news for you.
Oh, what you got?
Jeremy Allen's microphone is currently working.
All right.
According
Good.
to the lobby that I see up here. So we'll definitely get a word with him.
All right, yeah, we will. Hopefully it goes green the rest of the way on out, but if we do get another caution here, because we're about to set to go back green flag, we definitely will get a talk on it, so somebody got that relayed message to him up there that, hey, we're talking about him an awful lot, or that or his ears started burning. But either way, pace cars coming out of turn 4, folks. About to duck off on pit road. I want to see what Chad Cole can do. I know he would love, and right now Jose Gonzalez didn't get to start, but look at that number 31 on the outside. He's going to try to take it 3 wide. And Malik Ray and those new tires, he understands he's got to get up there and make something happen quick.
Yeah, there was definitely a little checkup on the low side there on that restart. I noticed there, right there, Rec McBride, Steelhorse Racing. It looked like he got a little bit of a checkup behind Jose, so he got the actual short end of the stick on that one.
Well, look at a side-by-side with the 15 there of Eric Arnold holding strong for the second place spot along with Stefan Marinak. But here, Malik Ray with those new tires rumbling to the front. He got a good run on the high side. That's what he wants. Right now, Jeremy's kind of stuck behind Nelson Rivera here just a little bit. If he can get a good run, he's got to be patient. Still got a long way to go in this one. Don't want to mix it up, but look at that. Storm of cars side by side.
And you know who's loving that? That Chad Cole. He's loving that up front. Clean air. He doesn't have to worry about it. He just watches those guys back there race and burn their tires up. But Malik is coming.
Yes, he is. I'm going to tell you what, Jeremy thought about 3 wide back there with Jose Gonzalez. That's Speedy Gonzalez, the man. He's got the fastest meatballs on here at Sim500, and he's showing it here tonight under the lights, looking good. Right now, car hitting the wall. Who was that?
That was big wreck. Somebody went flipping. I don't know who that was, but big wreck back there.
Oh, E.J. O'Rourke, boy, he is getting hit every which way but the right way
like
back
Greg
there.
Evans.
Yeah, let's look back here. I know E.J. O'Rourke unfortunately was involved, but I think it does happen in front of. You're right, E.J. Oh yeah, just looked like a thing, but yeah, Greg Evans, boy, he took a ride to the infield, and then E.J. took another hit, and that looks like Glenn Campbell back there got into it. But man, let's
Greg Evans took a spectacular tumble.
Wow, let's go back and let's watch that one more time. They came into the he came into the trioval that was heading out into the turn. He got a good run on EJ, and I think that car just kind of just shot up the track. He might have had to check up a little bit. EJ had a good run, but boy, yeah, got into the back hard into the wall. And I'm going to tell you what, well, sorry for whoever the fans are, but he just killed everybody in the infield back there. I don't think I've ever seen a car go that far in there.
That was crazy. That was crazy crash right there. Yeah, it just looked like close racing between him and EJ. Really, I'm watching it over again. Wow, that was just a spectacular crash.
We'll ride along here with him. So, folks, if you get motion sick, hang on to yourself here. Because,
tighten your belts.
No doubt. We're going to see what happened. Yeah, that car pushed up the track. He might have had to get out of the throttle just a little bit. And wham, just right into the turn. The next thing you know, end over end over end. And I'm glad there's a fence there between the people. If not, they're dead.
Yeah, somebody's barbecue definitely got ruined. Somebody's tailgate party just got bad.
Boy, that was a hit right there. Hate to see that on the 3. And then E.J. O'Rourke, he just got, man, tumbled all around back there in the back. So I'll watch it one more time here. Man, just a hard lick for the 3 machine.
I don't want to jinx anybody or anything, but, you know, there's a gentleman that you've been talking about that you finally got to interview. And you're wondering if he's going to be up front, you'll be able to talk to him again. Well, he started 35th, and he's currently 9th. Jonathan Goodell. He worked his way up there pretty good, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, he did. I'll tell you what, he must have heard us when we was talking about him need to get up front so he talked to him again.
Yep. He got upset.
Oh, that's it. He got mad at us. Like, man, what's them boys? What's wrong with them up there? Well, I tell you what, we got him down in the green room, folks. Here we go. We're going to get a talk in with this 02 guy and find out who he is. Jeremy Allen, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Well, I tell you what, your last name's Allen. We're calling you the alien, man. You came out of here. You made a statement. You know, bad fast. You're beating up on some fast guys here tonight. Where'd you come from, the moon?
I wish, guys. I'm just a regular old human just like everybody else. Just having a good old fun night tonight. It's good racing with some good competition finally with Malik and some of these other guys over here trying to show me up. I got beat on that long run pretty badly, so I gotta go back to the drawing board here.
Well, hey, that's my next question. This is the first time you've been in traffic all night long. How do you think you're going to react? I mean, we've seen this play out many times with the guys like Anthony and Malik. They get out front, they dominate races, they get in traffic. It's a whole different ball game. How do you think that car is going to react back there?
Oh, I think we got a decent piece here. Probably just gonna take my time here getting around these couple of guys out here on the older tires, but definitely can't let Malik get away too far. He's definitely one of the biggest competitors I got right now at the end of the stage race. So want to really just try to take my time here and save my tires, but you know, can't wait too long because Malik could get out front and go away, you know, run away with it. So I don't know, I might have to make some risky moves here.
Real quick, notice you got a little damage on that nose. You think that's going to affect it?
I don't think it will. I got that coming back through traffic with new tires. I don't think it will. It would have already affected it by now. I think we're all right.
All right. Well, you got a fan club out there rooting for you. Good luck, Jeremy.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right, there you go. He's up there with EJ and them, and got a good tell. He wants competition. Well, guess what? He has definitely come to the right place here. Starting with 40-some of the, I'm gonna say some of the best here that iRacing has to offer, and been a very good race here so far as we're getting set to go back green flag racing.
Yeah, they're getting ready to go in there. Pace car's getting ready to take its left turn.
Absolutely. Don, we'll get done with this race before you fall asleep on us.
Oh, I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm all set. I'm ready to watch this race. I want to see Chad Cole, Malik Ray battle it.
Absolutely, and that's what we're about to see. Pace cars off Chad Cole. He's going to drop that hammer down on that machine and make it sing here. As the green flag flies, he takes off. Here comes Malik Ray on the inside. If he can get to the inside of him going into turn one, he might have him. So old tires versus new tires here. Who's going to get the advantage coming down the backstretch?
I don't know. Right now, he's eating him up, but these guys are kind of just 1-2 right now. Those guys behind him are battling side by side. He wants to watch those guys behind him race, but Malik is right there. I think he's probably going to eat Chad up.
Yes, it is. Look at that 0-2 boy sneaking down beside there of Eric Arnold on the 31. He had to think about bad about it. He had to get back in there. Oh, cuts off old Nick Cohan a little bit. Didn't see him coming up through there in the 57. Almost contact between them two. There's some hard racing going on, but Malik Ray, he's going for the lead on the outside of Chad Cole.
Yeah, he wants that lead. He wants to get past Chad Cole, and it looks like he's going to get it if he can slip in front of him, which he does.
He does. Makes the pass with ease right there. Going to drop it down on the inside. See if he can't hold on to it. So Malik Ray in the number one machine takes it to the front. He almost lost it coming out of turn 4.
Yeah, he's got a good little lead on Chad. And I'm watching this battle behind those two leaders here with Jeremy and Nick Cohan. I know Nick's not probably happy about that little move that Jeremy put on him because Jeremy earlier got his momentum a little bit slowed down, and Nick Cohan paid the price for that. So we'll have to see how that works out later on in the race.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. Constant professionals out here. Well, I tell you what, these guys, man, are all bunched up right now. Hey, this is a good opportunity for us to go high and wide and introduce a lot of the new people out there to what we call here at OSR Network, online simracingnetwork.com, your home for fun and exciting sim racing, the Blimpie Cam. That's right, Blimpie. Gives a good perspective of the track and just how far apart these guys are. But again, I always got to ask, Don, you like Blimpie?
Of course, I love Blimpie. You gotta have a good Blimpie sandwich, right?
Hey, absolutely. And I always have to say, if you ever get in an argument with a significant other, your wife, your neighbor, whatever, just yell out Blimpy and see what happens on it, because it's one of those happy words. You just can't really stay angry or sound angry. You can try and say Blimpy.
I don't know, man. A few of these guys get in a wreck on this race. They say that. I'm not too sure.
But could you imagine? What is wrong with that Blimpy driver? It just does not sound.
That is true.
It don't sound right. Yeah, it's one of those. You know, there's some words in that, in the language that are just unique. That is just one of those unique words. So, well, folks, that's what we call it here, OSR Network, the Blimpy Cam, and give it to you here. It's just a fun thing here. It's good perspective, good showing off. So, good shot here of the facility and what these guys are. And we're noticing the battle up front about to heat up again, as is throughout this whole entire field.
Yeah, Jeremy found his way back up to second. He's now the shoe's on the other foot. He's got to get past Malik. So we'll have to see. He definitely said in the interview he didn't want Malik to get too far from him, and he made sure that didn't happen because he's right there.
Hey, you know, at this point here, he might just think, you know what, if I can catch him, not really any hurry or try to get around him. I feel like they're going to have to make another pit stop before this one's over. They've been out there for 16 laps so far. You know, obviously if he gets a run, he'll try to go for it, but I think instead of tearing those tires up, he might just think, well, maybe I'll just ride behind him.
Yeah, he kind of learned his lesson he was saying before about on the long run, how he didn't calculate it. Maybe he didn't take care of his tires as much as he wanted to early in the run. So he's probably going to definitely take that into account as he's running Malik. He doesn't want to burn his tires off. He wants to have something at the end. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, they're both working the low line right now, so they're not really saving much.
Absolutely. Well, I tell you what, they're out there yelling at me over to do it here, but we got this battle up front. All right. Hopefully these guys stay green flag here for us right now. We're going to give it to them. The OSR Network run down order here. And actually, before we do that, I already see these guys up front battling each other.
Yeah, they're still going side by side. It looks like Jeremy is on the low side, and he's definitely trying to get past Malik. We'll have to see. And the guys behind him are loving it because these guys are racing, so it slows them down.
Yeah. So let's see what they settle up here up front first, because right now Jeremy Allen, he's trying to give everything he's got to that one. So right there, you've got two of the best. I'm gonna say two of the best there is in sim racing here on iRacing, just duking it out right now.
Yeah, they're just battling back and forth, and like I said, I mean, they keep going to that low line. Jeremy was talking about saving his tires for maybe the long run later, but he's not doing any saving right now. He keeps bringing that thing to the low line trying to pass.
Absolutely. All right, look like they settled down here. We're going to go ahead and give it. We call this the OSR Network rundown order. Man, right now out front, Malik Ray started third, currently sitting in the first place spot, but he's got trouble, and that's in the form of this O2 machine. Jeremy Allen, who just shot out of here, came landed a spaceship in the O2, and has done what he's needed to do. Put it on pole. He's currently sitting in second place. With Chad Cole, the consistency man himself, he's got the Transervice title sponsor machine out here right now. Started 11th, sitting in third. Nick Cohan, Target Mobile, he's right there. Started 18th, up to 4th, looking good so far. Eric Arnold, he's got his hands full with Nelson Rivera right there, but he is sitting in the 5th place spot so far. Jose Gonzalez, well, as of right now, is in 7th. But then you got Nelson Riviera, who is at the top side in the 22, sitting in 6th as they're battling it out. Anthony DeBarro, he came up to the front, started 10th. He's currently right there in 8th place. He's in the mix battling with them. Stefan Marinac, Florida Gators right here. He started in 19th. He's up in the 9th place spot. Mitch Rollo, he's one of those Boomtown guys, looking pretty good. Started 4th, currently sitting in the 10th place. Thomas George back in the 11th place, up from 25th so far into 25. And there he is, Jonathan Cadell. We made him mad probably when he probably heard us and said, look, I got to get on the ball and get up front. Right now he's currently in 11th, started 35th tonight. So he's made some moves up front so far. Thomas Lattimore, though, he's got the Nestle Quick Machine right behind him in the 13th place spot, looking on the inside. Scott Simley, call him Scott Smiley. Right now he is smiling because he came from 23rd up to 14th place. Rick McBride in that 78 machine, he started 5th, not the 91, and he's back in the 15th place spot. Chris Jaboo right there, he started 24th, He's been able to make waves up to the 14th place, or excuse me, up to the 16th place spot. Corbin Hemstreet, well, he started 16th. He's bounced back maybe one spot, though. He's back in the 17th spot right now. And actually, Timothy Johnson, he's pushed it back into the 15th place. It looks like these guys are mixing it up back here a little bit. Sean Bounty's back here in the 18th spot, so they're all battling it out, so it's kind of flipping back and forth. Nick Timms in the mix there. He's got a little crinkled up. He got involved in the wreck earlier on, but he started 26. He's bound to move up to 20th place, but he's got Steve Goschalk. I haven't really talked about the Nerf man all night long. He's back there in 20th, going side by side, battling it out with Nick Timms. You got Rick Thompson, he's back in the 26th position. He's by a 22nd position, excuse me, started 27th. Been able to move a few spots up. Scott Stencil, who is up here in the 22nd spot. They're actually battling it out now with Rick Thompson, so there's a lot of battling going on back here. Doug Roth, he's up into the 24th spot. Joey Katina, we talked to him earlier on. Got that Mission22 machine, looking nice, paint job. Started 22nd, he's up to 25th. Jimmy North, got the Cobalt's machine back here in the 26th spot. KC Duncan, well, that Duncan machine's not looking too good as he's back in 27th, but he's still running out here, looking strong, just kind of running around. There's old Brian Wortman. He's got the American flag flying high here tonight, currently back here in the 28th spot. Michael Prister back in 29th, kind of got involved in a wreck earlier on, but he's still trying to run for some points. Ed Burrell, well, just not the night he would really like, but a nice looking paint job on that 21. Started 32nd. He's up to 30th right now. Jonathan Lockhart, 31st man. Well, his chicken got nailed here tonight. And definitely, man, is in a pit because that front end is looking pretty bad. He's up in the 31st position. And E.J. O'Rourke, unfortunately, sitting on pit road with an all tore up machine right now. And cars out of the race would actually be James Pescarella, Glenn Campbell, Greg Evans, Joe Hudson, Bobby Witzel, Nick Solomon, Justin Fuller, and Brian Boris Cook. And that takes us back up front here to this man who did make it around, Malik Ray.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yes, he made it around and is now out front again, Jeremy Allen. And folks, that's your OSR Network rundown order. And I hope you appreciate it. There's a lot of great looking paint jobs there, Don.
Yeah, some great paint schemes. Going back up to the front there, Jeremy, I was watching while you were going through the rundown. He powered to the inside on Malik, and then Malik kind of got past him. There was a little bit battle there, but I think Malik kind of used his stuff up trying to hold Jeremy off there. And now you got Nick Cohan and up into second place, and Malik's trying to find a way past him now for second. And as that's going on, Jeremy's walking away.
Walking away again here like he did earlier on. And I tell you what, look at Nick Cohan, though. Very good run for him, sitting up there in second place. And here comes Anthony DeBarro. We talked about it earlier on. This out here, right here, might play into his hand. Later on in the run, he became the fastest. Now, his lap time last time was a 30.9. Jeremy's was a 30.882. So, he's, Jeremy a little bit faster right now. But as the run went on, if it goes to another long green flag run, we saw Anthony turn the wick up.
Yeah, Anthony can definitely turn the wick up if he needs to, and power out a little bit more speed if he needs to get it in there, for maybe save a little bit earlier in the run and be able to use it up later in the run, because the laps are ticking down right now. And I know Nick Cohan, he's just trying to find every inch. I'm watching him go up high, go low. He's trying to find every line he possibly can to try to catch Jeremy. And Jeremy I'm watching the interval. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Well, I tell you what, might be the new man on the block here each week in and week out there for the Sim500. I tell you, what's up, KR? How you doing? What's going on, man? Appreciate you tuning in here. It's a good one so far. We're at lap 120 of 147 in the books here. And right now, watching this battle going on back here for the 15th, or actually 10th, 19th, and 11th place. Got Eric Arnold, Stefan Marinak, Thomas Lattimore, and Thomas George in the mix.
Yeah, these guys, just some great battles going on further back here. These guys are side by side. You see different lines going on right now. Some guys going high, some guys going low. That's definitely seems like the best battle on the track right now.
Absolutely. Everybody's kind of single file right here. And folks, again, if you're just tuning in here, we're live, Sim500. Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice here under the lights at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Mission22 220 here And a good cause here by those guys from the Mission22 statement. Nice looking Memorial Day style race here for these guys at Sim500. We're off next Monday for it because it actually, technically would be the Memorial Day then. So running it kind of a week early here for these guys. And then again, if everybody wants to tune in this coming Wednesday night, we've got the Sim500 presented by SimSpeedShop.com Truck Series. And you'll be able to see my man up here in the booth with me, Don Runkle, and his pickle machine out there on the track.
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to that race. We're going to be at Watkins Glen, and I absolutely love road courses. So we'll have to see how that goes. And I'll definitely be having that Pickle Rick machine out there. So we'll have to see if that does me any good.
That thing will be hanging on for dear life around those curves.
Yeah, it will be. That's a fun track, especially in any kind of stock car, cup car, Xfinity truck. It doesn't matter because those things are not made to run on road courses, and that makes them even more fun.
Absolutely. Right now, Jeremy Allen, a man out front. He's got about an 8/10 lead, it's like about a second lead over Nick Cohan, who has been on the battle up to the second place spot. Malik Ray right there in third. Anthony DeBarro up in the fourth place, and Mitch Rollo rounds out the top 5. Jose Gonzalez battling with Chad Cole right now. Now, Chad Cole, he is still, remember, he's on that older set of tires. He's been out there for 42 laps. Right now, he is definitely doing a tremendous job holding off these guys.
Yeah, he definitely is. He's right there between he's right there with Mitch and Jose, and Nelson Rivero's right there behind him. He's on those old tires, and he's making it work, and he's running that low line, which is, I'm a little surprised by that. I figured he'd be up a little bit higher on the tires that he's on right now because they're so old, but he's making it work.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. So you kind of look back here in the back. You got looks like Steve Goschalk back here with Corbin Hemstreet. They're going to go side by side, duke it out for a little bit. That's back here for the 18th and 19th place.
Yeah. Oh, and as we say that, they get in a wreck right there. It looked like Nerf got through the grass just a little bit, and I can't see who that was up high.
Corbin Hemstreet.
Oh, was that Corbin?
That was Corbin, yep. They were side by side, unfortunately, right there. Caution's out. We'll see what happened. I think, man, looks like Corbin bounced the wall and then just came down a little bit. Maybe
I
they
don't
both.
think there was any contact between the two beforehand.
No, I think it was just basically coming in. Man, I tell you what. All right. Somebody please go out there and pick up all the Dunkin' Donuts that Casey Duncan just threw all over the infield, because he came, man, yeah, he came through there just wide open, flying through, and let's see what happened, because I think he had help from the 4 machine there. Unfortunately, Joey Katina, everybody checking up for the wreck, and I just want him things, but man, he laid a bunch of donut holes all over the track.
Oh, yes, he did. I'm watching it right now. Wow, he definitely took a hard hit.
Oh, yeah, he got loose coming out of the turn. Joey Katina nowhere to go, but boy, punted him through the infield, boom, right into the inside wall, and spilled his coffee and every bit of, man, Dunkin' Donuts he had.
He actually got some air a little bit when he went from the grass to the asphalt on the infield. His nose caught just a little bit of air.
Woo, I tell you, man, that's some wild racing. Well, let's see who wins. The battle off pit road as the 02 machine's coming down. We'll follow Malik Ray here, and we'll see who between these two wins, because this actually could be the very last stop of the race if it goes green the rest of the way.
Yeah, it could be, and I'm wondering if any of these guys are going to try to take 2 tires, but it looks like everybody's going to take 4. They're down. Oh, they got some guys in the back coming out. Come on.
Yep.
What a battle.
Malik's going to do it.
Yes, he is. And and Jeremy actually hit the cone. I hope iRacing does not penalize him for that, because if it does, it'll be a heartbreaker. But he did hit that cone on the way out.
Wow. Well, and Nick Cohan picking out in second place right there, battle off pit road. Mitch and Jeremy there in third place. Mitch Rollo sitting in 4th. So that's your battle, man, off pit road. Wow, what a run. So this one is going to set it up for a good one here. Well, I tell you, it's now what do you think on this run?
I don't know. That was amazing. I was on the edge of my seat waiting to see who would come out there, and it looked like Jeremy just spun his tires a little bit. Nick just had enough traction to get by him, and so did Mitch. So I don't know, man. This is going to be a great finish here, because these guys don't have to save tires anymore. They can just go all out.
Absolutely, you're right. I mean, they could go straight out from here on and definitely know they can make it. Now, just get in perspective, Malik Ray's pit time 14.4, Nick Cohan of 14.8, Jeremy very slow at a 15.7. That hurt.
Yeah, that definitely did hurt, man. Wow, that like I said earlier in the race. I said it early in the race. One bad pit stop, you can be the fastest car in the track. You could hit your marks every single time, but if you just one bad pit stop. Oh, what's happening under caution here? Somebody's crashing under caution.
Who's crashing?
Like
that was Malik Ray. What happened?
I don't know what happened there.
Let's go back on the replay here and see what happened. Malik Ray. I heard a car and yeah, I don't know what happened. I don't know if let's go back one more time, maybe take a look, because it looked like Malik was down low on the apron and he came back up and they made contact. But here's the problem with that got a lot of damage to Malik Ray's car.
Yes,
wow.
And Nick Cohan might have got some damage there too, so that might it's gonna play into Jeremy's hands.
That was kind of strange. But they're back up front. They didn't lose their spots, but we're going to have to watch here because you know and I know it's an awful lot of damage that he got on the front nose of that machine. Wow. That could, man, you know, what would it be a heartbreaker to lose a race knowing you lost it on caution?
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. That's a weird one right there. Hopefully they didn't get too much damage, but it looked like Malik got the worst of it. It looked like he took the hardest hit. So, man,
I don't know if it was just something
drama,
that just
the drama is just building more and more with this race as it goes.
Absolutely. Remember trying to hand it to the O2, but either way, lights off on the pace car. I don't think there was no disrespect or anything there.
No,
I
don't either.
I just think it was.
There was any ill will or any ill intention. I just think it was just a mess up.
I think it was there too. But either way, lights off pace car. Pace car's coming out of turn 4. Ducks off on pit road. And we're going to see if that damage does affect, though, the number 1 of Malik Ray. He's not going like he needs to go. Yeah, that thing might be hurt bad. And, man, that checked the field up.
Back there. Yeah, guys are getting impatient. They don't know what's going on up front.
We got a car on the wall. That's Steve Goschuk.
Oh, no.
No caution because he got off the track, but let's go back and watch the replay on what happened to him here. When everybody checked up, ouch, yeah, he wasn't the only one that got into the wall, but he caught the bottom of the grass and lost it, but there was another one back there. Boy, who
Behind
was
him,
that?
there was a car that looked like got caught up in that checkup that happened in the front of the pack. And unfortunately, when there's a checkup in the front, usually the guys that are further back are the ones that get the raw end of that deal. Yeah,
and guess who else got in that one? Jonathan Goodell. Hate to see that, man. He was way back there in the mixed of it. But let's go back up front because, boy, just like what we thought, yeah, that damage, it's going to take the toll here on Malik Ray. He's already got that man Mitch Rollo on the inside. Jeremy Allen is trying to do what he can, and they're going to go beating them banging side by side. Well, you know what? It's go time. It's rung what you brung here. Business will pick up. These guys, well, you don't hold back at this point.
No, there's no holding back now. You have to just go with what you got. Your car's damaged, whatever it is, you just got to run it until it dies.
No doubt about it, and they are running it hard. You see that O2 machine come out of the turn. He'll take that spot away up to third. Right now, Nick Cohan's loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror. Jose Gonzalez. Oh, we got a big crash. Chad Cole's involved.
Oh, our points leader, Chad Cole.
Oh, it's a huge one in the back. Sean Bounty there, Scott Stencil. All kinds of mess going on back here in the back. Let's go back and see. We're under caution.
Somebody went off of, yeah. Chad just got in the wrong place at the wrong time. A lot of those guys back there were.
Yep. Number 15, Stefan Marinac, looks like was the first recipient in that. Let me go back on him here. Viewers, I know they love seeing wrecks. Yeah, just looks like the Nestle Quick, just slight contact. Well, I'll tell you what, Nelson Rivera, wow, checked up, got through that thing, but man, Scott Stencil, the 43 machine, nowhere to go. Chad Cole, unfortunately, hard hit for him. Sean Bounty involved. Man, a lot of good cars, but you know what? This is what the end of a race brings to you. It's go time. You've got to put it all on the line.
Yeah, you have to. And, you know, I'm watching the replay of that, and if you actually watch was it the 5 that got spun? Yeah, Anthony DeBarro, was it the 5 that got spun by the next quick car?
Yeah, actually, you're right. Anthony DeBarro did get spun. Yes, he did. He got put off into the wall, or in the grass.
Well, I was kind of looking at it before that. If you watch it, from a driver's perspective, I kind of see what happened here. The 5 kind of cut the nose off of the 38 right before that, then came down across his nose again, and that 38 still had the momentum. So I think that was just a little bump. Maybe the 38 was like, okay, you cut my nose off once, I'm not going to slow down the second time you do it. I kind of understand that point of view there. I mean, it doesn't mean it makes it any better, but it's hard racing at the end. That's right there. Later in the race, a guy's not going to let off that gas. He wants that position.
Yeah.
It's go time, like you said.
I'm going to tell you what, we're going to have to ride here. Watch this one more time. I want to watch it one more time because I want to ride on board here, folks, with Jimmy North. Watch him go through this wreck. This is amazing. Wow. But I'm going to tell you what, there for a minute he was like, man, I'm done. It's over. But, boys, he made it through it.
Yeah, his car's kind of beat up tonight, too. It looks like he's been in a Martinsville race.
Now, we go back to green flag racing. We're going to have less than 10 to go. There's 2 things I always point out. Obviously, last lap, that puts an end to it. Normally with 5 to go, if a caution comes out, that puts an end to it. So with that said, Nick Cohan's going to put his foot through the TV if he can and help that number 57 get out there. What does that O2 and what does Mitch Rollo and what does Jose Gonzalez have to do to get up there?
Nick's going to have to get an amazing start here. He's the leader, so he could set the pace. He's going to have to get a hell of a jump, a great start. So those guys in the back, he's going to have to hope that those guys in the back behind him battle out a little bit, get side by side. He can be in the clean air by himself. He can run his line, not have to worry about anybody being near him. I think that's the only hope he's got. He has to nail this start. He really, really does.
Absolutely. And, the guys behind him, what do they got to do? I mean, it's pretty much, forget about your tires. I mean, to me, I would think you just got to run that thing and run it as hard as you can.
Well, Jeremy's got the advantage because it looks like he's going to start on the inside. Mitch is going to be on the outside. I think Jeremy's got more of an advantage to be able to get that spot away from Nick, but, Jeremy's a newcomer here. Nick, he's also, second in points, but he's got more wins on the season than anybody. I believe he won last week. So, or was it last week or the week before that? I can't remember. My memory's bad. But, Nick's got the wins. I mean, he's a seasoned veteran kind of in this league. So, you're basically seeing the seasoned guy with the wins, the guy in second place, and the newcomer right there. This is going to be a great battle.
Yeah. So, folks, hang on to it. Like I said, business is definitely picking up here, and it's obviously everything that you've done, friendships, brotherhood, and we're running over your mama to win this one here. So it's going to be an awesome one, no doubt.
Like your mama to win this race.
No, that's it. There you go. Lights off on the pace car for the final time. I'm going to say pretty much, hopefully for the final time, we definitely could get a quick cautions. Cautions do breed cautions. Here we go, racing here at Charlotte under the lights.
Yeah, I'd love to see this finish under green. I mean, it's been a great race so far.
Yes, it has. And Nick Cohan, he would definitely love to bring this thing home here tonight. He's out front in that 57, but he's got the target machine, and he's definitely got a target on his back. In the form of Mitch Rollo, Jose, and Jeremy right there. His pace car ducks off on pit road. He's going to put that loud pedal to the floor and make that thing sing here. He's gone. Green flag flies, and Jeremy gets the jump he needed to alongside of Mitch Rollo. That's what he wanted, and he's getting a push by Malik Ray going into turn 1. If he could clear Mitch Rollo, this might be the race as he needs to run down that man out front.
Oh, Mitch Rollo's battling back on the outside, and he actually gets to the outside. It looks like he might clear him.
Boy, that was a hard charge battle.
On the low side trying to get by him.
And he turns
they
it.
made contact.
Turned him, and he's still holding on to that machine. He's got a lot of side-by-side damage. Had to go back on the replay right there and just let
some guys still battling in the back of him. That checkup though was almost a wreck in the further.
Well, let me show these people here on the backside here. He goes down on the inside there, does a block, and when he did a block, almost like a net code deal there. But either way, he got turned. But number one, man, just hated, checked up everybody. Jonathan Goodell had to go in the grass, but everybody getting checked up. And folks, right there, that is just guys going for the win, and Nick Cohan loving every minute of what he saw in his rearview mirror.
That's exactly what I was saying on that start, is that Nick Cohan needs to nail that start, and he needs to watch those guys behind him just battle it, make contact, hope for a caution, whatever it might be. But he's in clean air now, so he just has to run his race and try to knock out these laps.
Absolutely, as we're sitting at lap 141 and 147 right here. You got Mitch Rollo, he's in tow. You got Eric Arnold up there too, looking to try to maybe make some spots up. Jose Gonzalez all night long, been quiet, but he's up there in third place right now.
Yeah, he's finally making his presence known tonight.
Well, you got to look here. So a new set of guys out front, but can that 96 run down the Nick Cohan up front? He's still got time to do it. We'll just have to see if he actually can reel him in.
The laps are ticking down. He's trying. Now he's got Jose breathing down his neck, so Mitch has to look at his rearview mirror also. No doubt about it right there up front, definitely. So the two guys pretty much who have dominated most of this race, Malik Ray and Jeremy Allen, as we are under caution. Again.
And it is a mess in the back here. Wow. We go back here on the replay and see what it was. They were 4 wide back there in the back, and it looks like the 25 got into the Casey, and boy, Chad Cole's on his roof, and we got guys going through the infield. We got guys going everywhere. Jimmy North, man, what a mess back there.
Jonathan Goodell's view of that was really, really good. I was watching Jonathan Goodell's view of that. He was trying to back out of it. He didn't know where to go. They were, like you said, they were 3 wide in front of him. It was just a whole mess up there. It was a wreck waiting to happen.
Ooh, they were 3 wide, like you said, and it just closed up, man. And hate to see Chad Cole. Definitely awesome. But yeah, just bumping and beating back there. Jimmy North, Casey Duncan, and went 3 wide. Next thing you know, Casey got spun there, and the 84 got spun. Chad Cole's on his roof. Goodell getting through there. Just a mess. I don't know if this is going to end it or not, because they were right at 5 to go. Either way,
some guys in the chat are saying that it's going to be 1 lap to go.
Yeah, gonna have to see here. But while we're waiting, get a quick race summary. Nick Cohan is our leader. We've completed 143 of 157. 147. We've had 7 lead changes and 7 cautions here so far. So we've had a slew of them with 2 long green flag runs, and that's kind of how a race like this kind of plays out. Had a couple cautions early, long green flag runs, and then we had a couple of them here. So not quite sure if we're going to get a green-white checkered. We'll know here shortly.
Yeah, and like you're saying, early in the race, it looked like Jeremy just had this thing set. He was leading the whole field, just setting a great pace. And now he's back in, it looks like 10th. And he's back there. I don't know if he's going to be able to get up there and do anything now.
Not him, but actually Malik Ray back there in 6th place. So like I was saying, the 2 guys who have dominated pretty much the whole entire race all night long, definitely back there marred in traffic. And we've seen it time and time again. We've seen that happen. Guys get out here and dominate. We've seen Anthony Nabarro do it. We've seen Malik do it. And lo and behold, they just not end up being able to finish it off.
No, it just, sometimes the luck of the draw, the way the cautions run, it's just because you're the fastest car doesn't always mean you're going to be the one that's going to be in victory lane at the end. And right now, Nick Cohan, he just needs to worry about Mitch and Jose. And Jose starting on the inside, I think he's got the advantage, and he might have something for Nick here.
So far, so good. Well, here we go. We're going to see what will happen out here. Hopefully, we get this thing started back. If not, hey, Nick Cohan, I know he'd love to run it out to the green, but either way, he'd love to put it in victory lane here tonight.
I don't know if we're going to get back to green or not. I'm trying to figure that out.
If that lights on the pace car go off this next time by, we will. If they don't, I think it's over with.
I think it might be over.
I think it might. It might be. Yeah. Well, either way, what a finish. What
Yeah,
I mean, what a finish it would have been.
Race. It's been a great race anyway. We had those long green flag runs. You know, guys were able to. It kind of brought fuel mileage into it, tire wear, because some guys pitted early, some guys stayed out longer and played that gamble. But in the end, the cautions won out.
Yeah, and that's just hard racing amongst these guys up here. Just don't. I think what's happening too is a lot of guys went into pit. Sometimes that does hold the actual caution up. So pretty sure, pretty much, they're gonna come across the line, even if the lights go off at this point.
I think Nick's got it.
Yeah, Nick's got it on this one. What's up, Stan? How you doing out there?
I do believe this will be Nick's 4th win on the season too. He's leading the season right now with wins, and with Chad Cole's bad luck tonight, this might make Nick the points leader.
Yeah, Chad Cole definitely not tonight, and you're right. That's pretty much going to do it. Final lap here. White flag's out. So all he's got to do is coast this thing around here one more time, folks. That number 57 machine. He did what he had to do all night long. He stayed there, and he brought it to the front. Started 18th. He's up in the front. He led 17 laps here tonight, and he's going to put it in victory lane here for the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice for the Mission22 220 here under the lights at Charlotte. Man, what a lot of stuff happened tonight. But a new guy come out here, dominate, had a lot of stuff go on, pit strategies, had a lot of things happen here for this to the end.
Yeah, a lot of drama tonight, a lot of action, like you were saying. You know, new guy coming here tonight, making a statement. He might not have won it, doesn't matter. Jeremy still made a statement tonight about how fast he can be on these tracks, and he'll be definitely one to look at every Monday to see how he's gonna, rank up with these guys over here as Nick Cohan comes through the front stretch and slowly is gonna take that checkered flag for Dizzy Motorsports.
Yep, one more time, and there he goes. He crosses the line, and the night's winner, that 57, Nick Cohan, in tow with Mitch Rollo behind him in second. Jose Gonzalez will pull it up in the third. Boy, I tell you, man, what an exciting night here at Charlotte. What an awesome race these guys, man, put on. And they're up there, man, just giving each other love taps.
Nick, yeah. Rhett McBride, congratulating them. Yeah, it's a lot of good sportsmanship in this league.
All right, let me see who we got. We got to bring down. We got to get ourselves Mitch Rollo.
Mitch Rollo and Speedy Gonzalez.
Dude, absolutely. Jose, he's right there. And then we need old Nick Cohan.
Yep, Dizzy Motorsports.
See if I can find him. I must be, there he is. I must be Dizzy. I can't find him. All right, we got three main guys up here, and we're going to bring up Jose Gonzalez. Man, started 17th. Going to finish it out here in third. Bring him up here and let you get a talk in with him.
How much there, Nick?
We got Jose Speedy Gonzalez here, bringing it home in third. How you feeling tonight, man? That was a great race.
Hey, what's up, Don? Yeah, it was a good race. It was fun. It was, I guess, I'm tired, man. This was intense.
Yeah, it was a long race. Had some good green flag runs there, man. How'd you battle your way up to third?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Just grinding. I didn't qualify any good, and passing is not very easy here. You know, if you want to pass on the inside, you got to do the old slack job, and you can only do it in the first few laps. So after that, it's just saving your tires, and we had a good run there, and we cycled through green pit stops, and I did a little short pit there. I got a few spots, and I got lucky there, and one of the cautions came out. I was already back on the lead lap, so I didn't get caught behind. And you know, grinding, people making mistakes, and you just try to drive as you know, as safe as possible, and let everybody else make a mistake, and you're up there and you get a chance to win it there.
Yeah, you definitely put yourself in a position to try to win it there, and yeah, great way to battle from 17th, man. Anybody you want to thank tonight?
Yeah, Sim500 and all the admins in Sim500 and you guys. Your broadcast, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot watching the broadcast after the race. I usually sit down, have a little beer, and enjoy the job you guys do there. And so I appreciate it, man.
Well, good finish tonight, man. Congratulations. Speedy Gonzalez, 26 machine.
All right, man. Have a good one, Joe.
I appreciate it, man. I tell you what, that's Jose right there doing an outstanding job here tonight. Putting that thing out in third place. Well, Mitch Rollo, let's go up here and get a talk in, bring him up here. The Boomtown boys, because if he'd had a little bit more, he might have been able to run down Nick. We'll bring him up here and get a talk in with him.
We got Mitch Rollo here in the booth, second place finisher, Boomtown Sim. Hey, man, you think you had anything for Nick? You were trying to get there.
I'll just put it this way. I really wish that would have gone green. I really think I would have had something for him. I don't know if I could have got by him. I definitely would have got to his back deck lid there and maybe gave it a shot, but it's pretty tough to pass here. But you never know, because I was getting a pretty good run off the corner compared to him. So really wish that would have gone green, but you know, I'm happy with second, I guess.
Yeah, as happy as you can be with second, I guess. Yeah, I can hear that fighting you wanting that win. But anybody you want to thank tonight, or anybody you want to mention?
Definitely got to thank my teammates at Boomtown Sim, Anthony, Corbin, Sean. Other guys drive me to be my best each and every week. And got to thank you guys at OSRN for broadcasting these races. I really enjoy going back and watching these after, so thanks to you guys. Sim500 for putting on a great league, and big shout out to Mission22 for all they do for the vets. I really appreciate all that too. So we'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Mitch, great run tonight, man. Just one spot short. And like you said, if it would have been green, maybe something else would have happened there at the end. So congratulations on the second place finish, though.
Thanks, Don.
All right, second place. Sorry about that. Yeah, second place man, Mitch Rollo. I'm going to tell you what, did a fantastic job. But this guy has probably got to be a static here, Don. I mean, Nick Cohen started 18th, definitely, and he came up here, led 18 laps of it, and pulled it off in victory lane here tonight. We got to talk in with him. Nick Cohen, Joe White in the booth. Got a copy?
Gotcha, Joe.
Man, take us back to early on in the race. Did you ever think that you had the car to pull this thing off here tonight?
Not a chance, no. When I came into practice and my first lap was 22nd, and it took me a while just to get inside the top 15. I was like, oh boy, this is gonna be tough. And this normally isn't one of my best 1.5 mile tracks, so I was a little worried. And then once the race started, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll just take a top 10 tonight. And gambled on some strategy, and it just played out good in my favor, and not so much in some others cars that were fast. So kind of got lucky with this one here. I knew Mitch was catching me there, but I would have given it all I got there, but he would have got to me there at the end. It would have been just a chess game there at the end to see who would have won.
Oh, no doubt about it. Well, you definitely was up front all night long, and you started back in 18th. You was able to get up front, maintain that. I mean, how was the track? We noticed, what I was talking to Don earlier on, is you noticed a lot of guys were going way high. Was that something that you was looking at earlier on?
Oh yeah, that was one big factor that came into play for me. I was running the bottom, and I was decent speed. I started 18th, but then worked my way up to like 15th, and I really couldn't go anywhere from there. And then I was like, yeah, I might as well try the outside. And I went to the outside, and my lap times were quicker than the leader for the next 10 laps. So I really wanted it to stay up there, because I love running up on the outside at any track. So I was hoping it would stay up there, but it didn't. And then I had to just work with the bottom, because it just looked like the outside just wasn't going to come into play anymore. And I just stuck with it and was patient with everything, strategy, passing cars, just not putting myself in a bad position, because I didn't want to you know, ruin our car. But unfortunately, I spun Malik under caution. I know that looked unintentional, but I've apologized to him 10 times now. I spilled my drink and I turned my wheel into him. Sorry about that.
We were wondering what happened on that. It looked like maybe something happened or broke or something. We were like, what in the world are them two guys doing up there? But yeah, just one of those weird circumstances. But hey,
yeah, you
pulled it off up here, you know, and that's the thing. You came out here tonight for the Sim500 Monday Night Money Series presented by Transervice, the Mission22 220 here under the lights at Charlotte. Man, I tell you, it was awesome. You had the target machine. You definitely had a target on your back when you got up front. You got anybody you want to thank for the win?
First, got to thank everybody who's watching or racing here tonight, or anybody that's served in the United States in anything. So, thank you for your services. Target, CG Automotive, Toyota, and Disney Motorsports. And a quick shout out to Tim, my teammate. He was caught 2 laps down, worked his way all up to 7th there by the end of that one. So proud of him, finally not having some internet issues. So proud of him and everybody at Disney Motorsports.
Yeah, good job out there. I'm going to tell you what, Nick, you're doing a good job this season so far. Again, congratulations on putting it in victory lane. Nick Cohan. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Wow, what a race. What a finish to this one. Let's get a unofficial results here tonight as Nick Cohan puts it in victory lane. Mitch Rollo in 2nd. Jose Gonzalez up in 3rd. Eric Arnold in 4th. Rick McBride finishes up in 5th. Malik Ray, he comes home here in 6th tonight. Timothy Johnson 7th. Scott Simley up in the 8th. Nick Timms there, Mr. 9 times bounced back up to 9th. And Jeremy Allen, a man that dominated all night long, finishes up in the top 10. Well, some guys tonight had a good one, and most notably our points leader, Chad Cole. Not a good night on his end. But Don, boy, I tell you what a wild one. You got any final words on this one?
Yeah, it was a great race, full of drama the whole night. You know, new guy Jeremy came up through the field, made a statement, but at the end, you know, the guy with the most wins this season, Nick Cohan, got it done once again. So that was a great race.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. And we don't appreciate everybody coming out here tonight. I know the guys from Mission22 appreciates all of it. Want to appreciate all the people who have served in the military and everybody. Well, an early happy Memorial Day here from OSR Network. Everyone, have a good night here. We're leaving Charlotte. Tune in here Wednesday. You're going to see my man Don Runkle up here in his pickle machine and the trucks at Watkins Glen. Turn left, turn right, uphill, downhill. And until then, everyone, have a good night.